Hey everyone, welcome to the Grace Space. This is day 25, so 5 more days of my YouTube challenge where I am taking 30 days to show up consistently, unperfectly, unapologetically, not perfect at all. And the goal is just to help me build this muscle of consistency, helping me build this muscle of showing up for myself regardless, because life is always lifing and life never stops. And so what that can look like on the other side if I do pour into myself, if I do plant the seeds. So I'm hoping that, one day I will be able to do all the things that my little heart desires, and that's why I'm showing up. So today I just wanted to talk about why I created the Grace Space. If some of you don't know, some of you are new here. I created the Grace Space almost 5 years ago. It started as a physical space in Inglewood. I have my sweater on that we created. Why be Hollywood when you could be Inglewood? Okay. I invested in it. Me and my husband, I put up a mural. I honored Nipsey with a hustle and motivate sign. I brought the community in with free workouts, free healthy food, salads, different partnerships to bring wellness and information. And that was phase 1. We just opened up. I partnered with a local community fitness influencers, and we held free classes. And then I was like, well, I want a storefront, so I built a storefront. I invested more, but I never fully opened, and eventually we closed this year. The production space too, as I've mentioned. But something is new in me. I knew it wouldn't end. I've always had this vision for what the Grace Space could be. I think in Inglewood, it's an area where there's so much potential. We have 2 stadiums. We have a lot of new flourishing businesses over the past 7 years. And I just think that some concepts just don't stick. But I think they will eventually. But sometimes I think I'm a little before my time. Sometimes I think the consistency, is in there, if I'm being honest, some opening up a space where only one person shows up, or it could be a bit discouraging. And that's why I think that I'm even doing this challenge too sometimes, because I'm like, I have to lay the seeds. And I think part of phase 1 and phase 2 were me laying the seeds. So I've always felt a call to create a space where people could share their stories through honesty and through grace. A place we could talk about health and wellness and food and growth and creativity, without judgment in our community, because obviously I am a big advocate for a healthy lifestyle. I'm a vegan, I juice, I fast. I care about my ingredients in my food. I make my own bread. And now that's a space that I've always wanted to create. And so, I've learned that relationships break when people stop showing up, with compassion. And I've been there too. I've struggled to give grace to people as people have struggled to give me grace. But I also know we can unlearn that. We can grow from that. And that's a part of another reason why I wanted to create the space, whether it's through wellness, veganism, motherhood, entrepreneurship, or spiritual growth. Like, I've been walking this journey for almost 40 years, and I want a home for it. I want a home to be able to showcase all the things that I've created for my life, for my family, and hopefully just to inspire a generation of people who care about the same things. People ask me for tips all the time, for recipes, for insights. I've made my own products. I make my kids' products. The other day, my kids were asking me to make them Otter Pops, which are literally just like smoothies. But I've podcasted, I've built brands. I've worked in big tech. I need a place to house all of this. Even if no one shows up, I'm just going to keep showing up for myself and, speak grace and speak truth into this space. So that's all. Thank you again for showing up for day 25, where I am discussing why, and hopefully, if there's topics that you guys want to talk about, please let me know in the comments. This is the Grace Space, a space for healing, growth, alignment. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are already enough. I will see you tomorrow. Keep going, and bye-bye.